Hey, what's going on, guys? Christopher Yaks here, Aquascapes of Michiana. Just pulled up at the job site at our new project this year, and to kind of give you guys a little bit of background on this. Client called us out about 4 years ago. She was having pump problems, so we have come out, replace the pump. We do her fall shutdown, we do her spring cleaning, all of the things, you know, maintenance wise. And for the past 3 years, let's say, we've been doing it for for the past 3 years, I've been telling her, look, it was never installed properly. It was done by a landscaper who no longer does this stuff. She said it was done by a landscaper about 5 years ago, and it's been in the ground for 5 years. We've been taking care of it for 4, and for the past 3 years, so only 2 years in existence, I've been telling her that this is not how pondless waterfalls are installed, especially for a master certified aquascape contractor such as us, and that we need to discuss possibly rebuilding this in the future. And that went for about 2 years. She went through another 3 pumps because it kept burning out, and did a little bit more investigating for her and realized that the way that their basin was installed was literally just a plastic 55-gallon drum with a whole bunch of holes in the side of it, and the rest of the basin was just filled in with river rock. Well, number one, that's not how we do things. We actually have a basin system that we put in, and we put it in the same way every single time. It just either gets bigger or smaller based on what size, you know, how much water we're flowing and things like that. So, come to find out that the reason why this landscaper did it the way that he did was, number one, because of price. It was really, really dirt cheap to do it that way. And number two, it was really, really fast. And number three, they were uneducated. They didn't know anything about, you know, certified aquascape contractors, and there's actually a right and a wrong way to build a pondless waterfall. So, you know, it is what it is. But so now we're here. We're actually tearing out this old pondless waterfall. Well, it's not even old. It's 5 years. 5 years to us is really young. I mean, that's really, when you build a pond, you know, 5 years later, that's when things start maturing. And that's like the great time of owning a pond, because everything that you've done is starting, it's maturing, it's finally filling in. It doesn't look like it's just, you know, rock, water, and dirt and some really small plants on the side. Like, it starts maturing, filling in, and things like that. So for this thing to only be 5 years old, and, you know, it's gotten to the point to where the system doesn't even work. So this pondless waterfall is by a lot of organic materials. You know, a lot of leaves, a lot of pine needles, pine cones, leaves, nuts, berries, all kinds of stuff falling into this thing. And what had happened is this pondless waterfall, all of those little itty bitty things, that organic material has literally clogged and filled all the gaps in between the river rock. So it's literally impeded water from getting into the 55-gallon barrel with a whole bunch of holes in it, like I said, from water actually getting into that quote-unquote basin where the pump's being housed, and there's no water getting back to it. It's literally flowing over the waterfall, and then it hits the top of the basin, and then it just flows on out. And she said she's having to refill it like every 3 weeks, and she's got to fill it right into the barrel. Well, when she fills it right into the barrel, it's filling up the barrel, and then the pump takes it and it works just fine. But then once it returns through the waterfall, there's nowhere for that water to get down into the basin, so it just flows right out the top and ends up losing water right out the back. And so we're actually here today starting work, and we are rebuilding this thing. Thank heaven. I'm really excited about this. This is a really exciting project for me, because like I said, I've been talking to this client for the past 3 years to try and get this thing rebuilt, and we are finally doing it. So we are here, we are excited, we are ready to go. Guys are already back there working. We already got the machine out there. I can see that Craig's been here, and he's already got the excavator unloaded. He's already back there probably tearing it apart. So let's get back there and let's go see it. Take you guys back here. It's already there. Look at that. Already got our shovels, got our boards down thing. Got all of our materials already here. Look at that. We are ready to rock, baby. Oh yeah. Look at that. Craig already going to town on this thing. Say hi to everybody, Craig. So yeah, this is what we got. This is what's going on here. Look at this. Let's kind of get in here and kind of show you guys. So yeah, this is a 55-gallon drum right here. I mean, it's just a plastic drum, plastic pipe. Pump was down in there. As you can see, all the rocks in the world can fall inside this thing. And that's literally what this was. Plastic drum full of river rock. You can see all this dirt, all this nasty, gross, nasty stuff in here. It's just clogged everything up. There's no way, nowhere for this water to go, so it just flows out the back and goes on out that way. So, as you guys can see, everybody's already working hard, getting everything torn out, getting everything reset. Look at that. So normally when we plumb stuff, we'll actually plumb it into what's called a spillway, and that'll actually diffuse water, and it'll actually spread out the water so it gives you more of an even flow. And all they did was they just plumbed hard pipe up here and just kind of pointed it down, and they didn't even really do a great job hiding it. They did actually a horrible job hiding it. I mean, literally, I could see this whole pipe the whole time. You can honestly see the weathering that's on this pipe already, and it's just sloppy. It's just sloppy done. It's just, and it brought in a lot of dirt when there's already a hill here. I mean, this is the side. I mean, you can kind of see that's the slope we're working with. It's already here. You didn't really need to bring in dirt, and that's kind of what they did here. It's kind of, really just kind of sloppy done. So, you know, as you guys can probably see, that this thing was done by a non-certified aquascape contractor, especially not done by a master certified aquascape contractor like we are here at Aquascapes of Michiana. And this is kind of, you get what you pay for, you know. Quality remains long after the price is forgotten, kind of a thing. And I mean, like I said, this thing's only been in the ground for 5 years, and they've been fighting it for the past 4. Well, they've been paying me to fight it for the past 4 years. In the past 3 years, I've been trying to tell them that we need to do something. We need to get this thing replaced. Thank goodness they listened to me. Thank goodness that they listened to reason and saw that it was costing them more every year that we were trying to maintain this thing, and they've decided to go ahead and do things the correct way, you know, and let a master certified aquascape contractor go ahead and rebuild this. So stay tuned, guys. Gonna have more video for you, and check it out. See ya.